Hey everyone, so today I'm taking a look at some door seals for the Model 3. They are in this box right here, but let's get inside to unbox it. Alright, so in the back of the Model 3 now, so this is the box I had before, so let's get it open first. So inside you'll see a set of instructions. So what are these door seals I talk about? So basically these are additional set of seals that go around the edges of the car, mostly the edges of the door. It also has enough seal to go around the edges of the frunk, which is depicted here, and also the edges of the trunk. So the idea is with these additional seals, hopefully we can get a slightly quieter cabin, so it should eliminate some of the road noise. So I'm going to install this and check if there's any difference at all. Alright, so all the seals are installed now, and it was actually quite easy, except for the seal that you see on the screen right now. So that's the front seal. It's the seal that goes on the front edge of the front doors. This is a bit hard to get to because of all the hinges and cables that are in the way, but after some fiddling, you'll be able to get it in. Alright, so to compare whether or not these door seals made any difference at all, what I did was I downloaded a Kilometer app on my phone. Now, I don't know how accurate it is, but it is a good point of reference to compare the before and after results of installing the door seals. So basically what I did was I double-sided taped my phone to the screen in the middle of the Model 3, and then from there I basically drove on a 50 km/h road, a 60 km/h road, and then a 90 km/h road, and then I did it twice, once with the door seals and once without. So let's take a look at the results. Alright, so this is the first test. On the left is before, on the right is after. Now this is me driving on a 50 km/h limit road. I had the air conditioning off, I had the music off obviously, and the results were actually exactly the same. So this is telling me that the door seals don't actually do anything when you're driving at low speeds. So let's hop to the next test. Alright, so in this test I am driving on a 60 km/h road, and the results are kind of disappointing. With the door seals, it's actually louder by 1 decibel, but that's such a small margin. It could just be that there was a truck driving next to me or something on my second run. So I think that's negligible, and I think it confirms that, you know, at normal speeds or at lower speeds or city driving speeds, the door seals aren't actually that effective. So let's go check out the 90 km/h test. Alright, so in this test, it actually started raining after I installed the door seals, so I thought the results would be completely destroyed. But with the door seals, even though it was raining, there was still a 2 decibel noise reduction with the door seals installed. So that's a very big tick in my books for the door seals. So it was raining quite heavy, but it was still a quieter cabin according to my sound meter. So this tells me that on higher speed roads, the door seals will become more effective. So I guess the final question is, are these things worth it? They cost about $20 to $30 depending on if they're on sale or not, and it took me about an hour and a half to install this. I think overall, I think it's worth it. The results aren't that great. Like, you're not going to see dramatic noise reductions, but on higher speed roads, on like freeways, if you drive on motorways a lot, then yes, you'll probably notice this a bit more. And they're completely removable, so they're not going to damage the car in any way. So yeah, I say if you have OCD like me, go ahead and get these things. So that's about it. I hope this was useful, and thanks for watching. Okay, pro tip, don't double side tape stuff to your screen. Fuck.